samasta Sukino Bhavantu Loka Samasta Sukino Bhavantu. May all the beings in all the worlds be happy and free. May all the beings in all the worlds be happy and free. Loka samasta Sukhino Bhavantu.
Welcome to another presentation of the Globe Sound Healing Conference. Now we have Lindsey Weiss. Hi, Lindsey.
Hi, David. Hello, friends.
Welcome, welcome. Lindsey is a ceremonialist, sound healer, birth and death doula, chocolatier, and mother of three. Following a powerful near-death experience, Lindsey realized that her mission is to help people reclaim the healing power of their own voice. She blends ritual, breathwork, guided journeys, sound healing, yoga, and community song into a modality she calls Soul Song Revival. Okay. What have you been up to lately?
Well, I was recently in Peru, in Sacred Valley, getting to support Tito La Rosa, a legendary sound healer, with his beautiful sound healing. And I also was in Europe and Wales and Glastonbury and doing some beautiful touring, sharing Soul Song Revival this past summer.
Oh, nice. Okay, so here's the big question. If you had all the money in the world, what would you do to help people on the planet?
Such a good question. You know, I had a Vedic astrologist tell me that out of all my good karma, I was going to have more abundance than I would know what to do with. And I always thought, well, if I had more abundance than I knew what to do with, I would love to help all of the people in the world to come together in song and in healing vibration. And I lived in Bali for 8 years, and I would often help to get instruments and go and teach song circles and activities in school. So it's a big vision, but I would love to help everybody to get to find their unique harmony, their song, and their place in the circle of life. So if I got given a big sum of money, that's what I would go toward is
Oh,
help.
education, a whole
Yes.
education system.
Oh, yes.
Cool. Well, we're getting major funding to create like 60 schools around the world
Wow.
and track it and bring it into governments.
Oh, so it's already an answered prayer. It's already
And we've already
happening.
got 2,500 exercises, and we're creating a whole a team to create a full curriculum for children around the world.
Wow. Thank you so much. This is really, it's the answered prayer. It's the medicine for our time. Hmm.
Nice. Okay, so tell us about your presentation.
Well, just hearing what you shared already brought some sweet tears to my eyes, and I'm just so thankful to know that there are so many angels in the world who are inspired to learn to use their voices and sound healing tools because I really believe it's what will heal our world. And Soul Song Revival is a modality that came to me after the birth of my first daughter. And I actually had an experience where I bled to death and I needed to get electrically resuscitated and given 5 units of blood. And that's what brought me back in. And I'm a universal donor. I'm an O negative blood type. So it took a little while to get that blood in me. And so I wasn't fully present in my body. And what happened in my near death experience was that I was surrounded by multitudes of light beings, and they were all emanating the frequencies that sounded just like crystal bowls. But there were no crystal bowls. These were the emanations of the frequencies of all of the multitudes of our beloved brothers and sisters, all of the helping spirits who I've actually come to believe are not just spirits that had passed on, but they were people who are alive and their highest levels of consciousness. And so, to be honest, coming back into my body was so difficult after being in this vast state. The experience where I was surrounded by all of the multitudes of light beings was filled with light and sonic vibration, and it was so full power. And then after I had been resuscitated the first time, and I passed again, and I went into a space that is known in Sanskrit as samadhi. And samadhi is where there's no question, no answer, complete peace. And I was there for what felt like eons. I go back there all the time in meditations into this space of just peace and tranquility. And so when Spirit, God, was bringing me back into my body, it felt like trying to squeeze the vastness of the universe into this tiny little matrix. And I actually was saying, no, 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 please, like, I don't want to go back in there. And I was shown that the reason why I needed to come back in was to help to share about what I had experienced and to help to awaken humanity's voice. And I began offering song circles in my living room as a 12-year-old girl. So I feel like I've been doing this forever, and yet that experience was a massive awakening of my dharma, which is another Sanskrit word meaning my life purpose. And so coming back full circle to that question of what I would do with enough abundance, it's to create what I saw in heaven on earth, that big choir of everyone feeling safe enough to emit their unique frequency that is our birthright.
Beautiful. Well, go ahead and begin. I can't wait.
So I'm going to just invite you all to get really comfortable. Oftentimes we are receiving this, maybe if you're like me with a mama of 3, while you're doing something else. So if you are listening to this, maybe while you're wanting to do your dishes or drive or do something else, I would invite you to come back to it in a time when you can lie down or lean back and really relax. Because I'm going to be guiding you into a beautiful shamanic journey where I would love for you to tap into the essence of your soul song. And so please roll your shoulders back a few times and then simply feel your shoulders melting and softening. Let your hips relax and soften. Your toes and your fingertips. Coming into a space of allowing them to relax. And one of the ways that can help is if you want to do a few rounds of now, try contracting and tightening up all the muscles, scrunch up your face, tighten everything up. And then as you exhale, soften all the muscles and give a big sigh of relief. Couple more times. Inhale, tighten, scrunch everything up. And then tighten, scrunch it all up. I invite you to bring all of your awareness into your Muladhara, your root chakra, and allow yourself to begin feeling the roots of your precious soul anchored and grounded here on our beloved Mother Earth. And you have this golden thread that is connecting you here into the heart of Pachamama, Mother Earth. And I invite you to visualize that thread so connected that your entire nervous system is able to soften and relax into the visualization of being held by our Mother. I am lighting some Palo Santo, some beautiful smudge to help to call in the sweet spirits as you welcome in the spirits of the earth, of all of your sacred animals, plant, crystal allies, welcoming into your space and acknowledging all of your earthly helpers. And then feel from the crown of your head a connection into the sky, into what is known as Father Sky, Pachacamac. And as you feel connected into the sky, Feel that golden thread coming from your crown and how it connects to your North Star, guiding you. And allow yourself to relax in the sensation of being guided as you visualize and acknowledge all of your beloved ancestors who have come before and those who are yet to come. All of your sacred spirit guides and your highest levels of consciousness, we acknowledge and we welcome. Bringing your awareness into your heart and feeling into the intention that you have for your soul song. If you were to be given the gift of being able to sing fully without needing to hold yourself back, take a moment to hold the vision and feel in your body what that looks and feels like for your whole being to be able to express your soul song and communicate freely. And now imagining all of the beloved helping spirits of nature, of the spirit realms, whatever you believe in, visualizing them in front of you, behind you, to your left, to your right, all around you, every direction, holding you and welcoming you to be able to feel and express this soul song that is your birthright. And as you are held so beautifully and so preciously, I'm going to invite you in this safe cocoon where you are held in so much love to take a moment to feel into your body and just notice if there's a particular place in your body that feels a contraction around singing or expressing yourself. It may not be in your throat chakra. It can be anywhere in your being. And I'm going to invite you to just bring one or both hands onto that precious part of your body. And as you listen to this part of your body, as though it is your best friend, it is. This energy has been with you for eons and is ready to communicate with you. Ask this energy to show you what it looks like when it's feeling contracted around using itself to its full extent of expression. Allow this energy to show you if there's a particular color or pattern that the frequency is holding in your being. Notice what kinds of emotions this energy is holding here in the space of the emotional, energetic body. Feeling and just deeply breathing in directly into this space where this energy is communicating. As you listen, notice what kinds of sound does this energy make? Ask this energy, how long have you been feeling like this for? One more question for this precious energy. Ask this energy what it needs to communicate with you so that it can evolve and grow with you right now. And no matter what the answer is, keep your hand or your hands right there and continue to focus your breath and your awareness into this energy. As we're going to welcome in our precious elemental frequencies, along with the presence of your breath, the presence of your sacred heart, right here and right now, to help to allow this energy to be what it has always been. And so as you follow the sound of the drum, I'm going to invite you as your greatest healer to beckon upon the angels of the earth to minister to this energy and any energy within your precious being that feels any contraction. Welcoming in the spirits of the earth energy for healing. We welcome in the angels of breath and air to come to channel into your sacred being, so that every time you inhale and you receive fresh prana, fresh chi, life force energy. And as you exhale, you're able to surrender and let go. Feeling how every breath is a birth and a death, a cycle. And we call upon the angels of water to help to illuminate every cell, every atom, and this precious energy that may be feeling parched. We call upon the angels of fire to support with burning and purifying, also cleansing and supporting your energy to feel like a phoenix rising from the ash. We call upon the sacred essence of ether, as all of the stardust in you, in your bones, begins to feel activated with the frequencies of these elemental forces moving through you with your permission and supporting a deep healing and awakening. And now you begin to use the power of your voice, directing it right into this space where you've been focalizing your awareness and your intentions. You're going to begin to hum using the murmurya and this sacred pranayama to also help to reverberate this energy into its original essence. And so breathing in through the nose, and as you exhale, begin to hum. Breathing in long, deep breaths, and exhale to hum. And with your most intent and deep listening, you are invited to allow this essence, this energy, to let out whatever sounds it's been holding back, welcoming your soul to fully express itself. Keep your eyes closed and your body soft as you begin to let out whatever sounds the energy in your body wants to connect to the universe, to communicate. Remember, it doesn't have to be pretty. Let out whatever sounds feel authentic. And then use your hands and you can begin to tap or massage the energy here that you've been focusing on. And begin to notice as you continue to breathe into this energy. Notice if the colors and the patterns, if the sounds are evolving. Using your hands and massage in a big clockwise circle this energy, this space that you've been focusing on. In a big clockwise circle, welcoming in the healing vibrations from the universal elemental frequencies, supporting your precious energy. As you come back to your intention and hold the vision of yourself singing and expressing yourself to your fullest extent right here and right now. And to this energy, I'm going to invite you to offer a precious prayer. This is a Hawaiian prayer that is ancient. And the prayer is Ho'oponopono. And yet I'm going to welcome you to just speak the English part of this prayer into your sacred, sacred being. Offering this prayer to yourself, especially any parts of yourself that you have been holding back or that didn't have permission to express. So please repeat after me. I'm sorry. I love you. Please forgive me. And thank you. Wrap your arms around yourself. Give yourself the biggest hug that you've ever given anyone. And let's say that again. I'm sorry. I love you. Please forgive me. And thank you. As you hug yourself, begin to gently rock yourself back and forth. And beginning to feel yourself if there's any movement that needs to happen. If you're lying down, it might feel good to start to wiggle your toes and your fingers. It may feel good to move your body into a happy baby, or to begin to open and feel your shoulders rolling back even more. Opening yourself up. Begin to take your fingertips up to the Vishuddha, to the throat chakra, and just massage out your throat, all around your neck and your chest. Even massaging back behind your ears. I'm going to come into some gentle vagal toning. But before we do some toning, I'm going to invite you to take your fingertips inside of your ears and just do a few big circles, finding your sweet spot. Big circular movements. Your eyes are still closed. You're still relaxed. As you take your fingertips to the top of the ears and just gently pull the tops of the ears up. Pull the earlobes down toward the earth. And pull the sides of the ears open, feeling everything open up. Holding it here, letting the tree of life within you, the sacred vagus nerve, gently open up as you take your fingertips to your jaw and do a few big circular motions, massaging. You're going to do a few big kisses. Give yourself a kiss, going mwah, 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 opening everything up. And then we're going to continue to hum, and I'm going to just play a beautiful flute melody. And as you listen to it, allow yourself to gently sway, if that feels good, and continue to hum and breathe as you listen. noticing how that made you feel. And as you feel into the gift of being able to hum through the sound, I'm going to invite your soul song to do a bit of toning. We're going to chant together and tone in the vowel sounds. So just following me at whatever tone, whatever pitch feels good. And if you don't feel comfortable toning and singing yet, you're welcome to hum. So exhale out of all your breath. Inhale deeply, and we'll begin with the sound of A. Coming into E. I, coming into your expression and playing with the sound of I. Oh. And now together we're going to weave the sounds as A, I, O. Take a big deep breath. A, I, O. And now bringing one hand to your heart and the other hand to your belly. And as you listen to this sacred crystalline frequency, I invite you back into a memory of your soul as energy, as sonic frequency, as light. Perhaps one of those multitudes of light beings emitting that frequency in the vision that was shared of heaven on earth. What does your soul song feel like in your body as you begin to channel? Notice what it looks like and sounds like within you as you begin to tone whatever comes to you in this moment freely. And as you hold one hand to your heart and the other to your beautiful, beautiful womb, your hara, your tummy, I'm going to invite you to just notice what the energy that you first began to work with has evolved and morphed into in this moment as you see yourself as a crystal wrapped in your crystalline auric frequency. Notice what that feels and looks and sounds like to vibrate your soul song. And as you hold yourself, you're invited into a prayer of gratitude. A prayer of gratitude for your voice, just how it is in this moment. Just as you told yourself that precious prayer, I'm going to invite you to tell your voice that same prayer. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for trying to change you. I love you. I love you for the frequencies that you emit just as you are. Please forgive me for trying to make you like anyone else. And thank you, thank you, thank you for being this voice, this sacred instrument that is the most precious gift. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And know that your beautiful birth of your voice is continually held as you visualize the soul family that we welcomed in when you began this journey. Taking a moment to thank all of the earth below you. Again, feeling yourself grounded and held by our Earth Mother. Thank you, thank you, thank you. To the trees, the mountains, the minerals, all of your earthly helpers, thank you. Thank you to the sky above, to this sacred divine masculine quality of the sky holding you peacefully. Thank you to all of your ancestors, the guides, your highest level of consciousness. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for all of the support from the south, east, north, and west as you breathe your gratitude before you, behind you, to the left, to the right. And bringing yourself back full circle where we began, to your heart, where you can feel your heart beat. Thank you to your heart for saying yes to this precious journey of life and for blossoming and unfolding in its unique way. Thank you. And when we began, there was a question of what would you do if you were given money or abundance? And yet, I'm going to invite you into the pricelessness of your soul song. And if you were to be asked right now, which you are, what would you do if someone gave you full permission to emit the frequency of your soul song just as it is meant to be in the here and the now? What would you do with that priceless gift? How are you already sharing the priceless gift of your unique frequency that it's at a hertz and a tone unlike any other in the whole of creation? Welcoming in your intention to be able to use your precious voice even more and to keep on singing along. To let songs flow through you, all the songs of creation. You are invited. We're ready. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Great Spirit, for this beautiful journey. Thank you for all of the precious souls who are here in this circle all together, right here and right now. It is done, it is done, it is done, and blessed be. So I was mindful of time. Oftentimes I get everybody singing along with me, but I was mindful of the time and I just wanted to keep it a little bit simple. But that's the idea of going into a journey around a soul song revival.
How precious. So I've got three simple questions. I want to hear your soul song.
Sure.
Can you do it?
Sure. Well,
And I'll do mine.
sure. Oh, I would love that. I'm gonna play a little bowl along, and before I begin any types of journeys, I call out this soul song as a vibration to the universe. Before I do a session or open up a ceremony, it's how I open up a portal. I actually did this already. So before we even met, so I'll do it for you. I'll give you the sound of this portal, and if it feels good, just close your eyes to receive. That's what it is right now, and the gift is that it can change any moment. Let's hear yours, David.
Okay. Go ahead and stop the bowl.
Hmm.
I knew, I knew, I knew, oh.
What if we did that instead of saying hello to each
I know.
other?
It's
Or
like
said, how are you
who are you?
feeling?
Yeah,
Just
who
say
are you? What's your name? It's like
oh, that would be
I-
the best. I
it'd
would
be
love it.
so much more revealing.
Oh,
I
yes.
love it.
Or even instead of that question of how are you doing, if you could just give a song line to express, there's so much more in
Yeah,
it than what the words would say.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, so two more. So after the first near-death experience where you were encountering the sound of all, the cosmic choir, the angels, what would that sound like? And you don't even have to make the sound, you could just be it.
Mm.
And we'll
Well,
watch.
whenever I told people about the experience, one thing it might make you laugh if you've ever had a psychedelic experience. Yeah, I'm sure you have. And one of the experiences that I've had since my youth is flower flipping, which is a combination of the MDA and the psilocybin together. And so, to be honest, I said it felt like I was on that multiplied by like a million. So, the sound of Om, I feel like, is known as the first and the last sound of creation. But in that experience, it sounded very much like, um, yes, like that, or I'm just trying to help to liken it. The when the crystal bowl is there and you can hear the wom, 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 all encompassing sound like a big hug, and it's low, and it's all of those, and it's everything in between all at once. And so the best way I can describe it is with the visualization of a rose bursting forth and blossoming. That's what it sounds like. Mhm.
Perfect. Perfect. Okay, one more. What's the sound of samadhi?
Sound of samadhi would be the sound of, again, I'll liken it to if you've experienced Bufo or the 5-MeO, that DMT medicine, when you experience that which is known as the DMT, what we experience in our birth and in our death. So it makes sense. And when I had my first experiences, it was this complete surrender into what, some might be afraid of, known as like a nothingness, or the a God consciousness where there are no questions, no answers, and it is so still that there's no need to even have to think or to prove or to do anything. And so I feel like the sound of samadhi, to describe it, I liken myself, I felt like I was a, a pearl, a crystal in the core of the ocean. And that even the waves and the rocking and everything about all of the things that were happening, they didn't matter, because here inside all was perfect as it should be. And so the best way to describe that silence as I experienced, which would be so different for everyone, was maybe for the first time since I had been born, and needing to be with all of the other multitudes of creations and connected to everything. It felt like I was still completely connected to it, and yet I didn't have to hear all of it. And so it just became the most glorious stillness and peace I could ever imagine.
Embody it
Embody
now. That's the
it.
best.
When the rose takes its last breath, that.
That was the best sound ever. Well, what a pleasure.
And I love getting everyone to sing along with me. So a big part of the Soul Song Revival, especially where we're in a group, a circle, we do community singing, and I'm playing different instruments and I'm getting you up and moving. But today I really felt the preciousness of you getting to relax and just receive that. But what I would invite you to do is today to sing, to go hug your favorite tree, sing with all of creation, and then you can join me in the sound bath that I'll provide. And the mantra I'm feeling to share is Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu, which means may all the beings in all the worlds be happy and free, and may my actions indeed contribute to that happiness. So we're going to be chanting and singing that, and I would love for you to get to sing that with me, and also to get to join me if I'm ever in your neck of the woods, to come and sing with me, or here with David. You can find me, and I'll be doing more Magic Soul Song Revival work.
I love it. And you can't do it wrong.
No, never. There's nothing you can do wrong. It just is.
It's always perfect. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Blessed One.
Mm. Thank you so much for this precious invitation and for your sacred work that you're sharing with the world. Namaste. Mm.